foothills of the Western Ghats, a place blessed with the grace of Mother Nature like nowhere else. So close to the Blue Mountains, Kovai enjoys a moderate and salubrious climate throughout the year. It is here that the Sarvani, the mother of all life-supporting sources, originates. This ever-flowing perennial river gives rise to its beautiful daughter Noel at Kudumthurai, which flows throughout Coimbatore, Erode and Trichy before it merges with Kaveri at Karur. Coimbatore, also known as the Manchester of South India, is famous for its well-planned wetland ecosystem dating back to the 13th century, built during the Kongu Chola dynasty. These ponds were used for agricultural purposes, and it was connected in such a way that the water drawn from the river is effectively utilized and the excess water was channeled back to the river. One among them is the Perikulam, situated in the heart of the city, also known as the Big Tank. Every year, this area is being visited by over 100 species of birds, making it a true paradise for its nature lovers.
Wetlands of Coimbatore is very important, particularly Ukkadam, Sulu, Senganallur. All these tanks are the destination of thousands of birds, particularly migratory birds which are coming from even Siberia and Himalayan and North Indian region to here.
Coimbatore, amidst its rat race towards growth and development, has resulted in polluting the river with effluents from industrial units, causing the death and destruction of flora and fauna in and around it.
Urban wetlands are nowadays becoming heavily polluted, and all these pollutants which aggravate the ecosystem changes like the prevalence of this Eichhornia and the total collapse of the wetland ecosystem, which affects the society, our water users and all our other day-to-day life also in the city. It is not only for the birds, it is for our own benefit. We need conservation of these wetlands, and these birds forms a best indicator to tell us what is happening to these wetlands.
Every year, tons of sediments and silt along with sewage are deposited at the tank by the southwest monsoon, leading to the decreased water-saving capacity of the pond. These are being invaded by the weeds like water hyacinth, which plays a major role in eutrophication. Traces of heavy metals and chemicals which have contaminated the groundwater is evident from the wells of nearby farmland, which has led to the decline of agricultural and aquacultural productivity. Sewage and dead remains of animals have been contaminating this pond, making the condition even more worse.
தென்பகுதியிலே உக்கடம் பகுதியில் இருக்கக்கூடிய இந்த பெரிய குளம் என்பது ஒரு மிக முக்கியமான ஒரு குளம். இதை காப்பாற்ற முடியாவிட்டால் நாளை கோவைக்கு தண்ணீர் என்பது ஒரு கனவாக போகிவிடும். குடிநீர் இப்பொழுதே 40-50 கிலோமீட்டருக்கு அந்த அப்பாலிருந்து தண்ணீர் வந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறது. இந்த குளங்களில் தண்ணீர் நிற்பதால் தான் நிலத்தடி நீர் பெருகிறது என்பது உண்மை. இதை புரியாமல் இந்த குளத்தை மாசுபடுத்தினால் பிற்காலத்தில் கோவையினுடைய வளர்ச்சி என்பது மிகவும் பாதிக்கப்படும்.
175 to 180 million liters of water are drawn from Pillur, are drawn from Sirvani every day by the citizens of Coimbatore. And we are also drawing huge quantities of groundwater from, thanks to the river Noyal and the associated tanks. Periyakulam is the pride of Coimbatore. Anything done for it, I'm sure, will bless us all with prosperity, water security, health security during the times to come.
Let us now take a look into a systematic approach which, if adopted, would help in the revival of this diminishing treasure of nature. The sediments which are carried by the southwest monsoons are removed and deposited at the boundary, making a pathway and also strengthening the bund. Proper sewage system is developed in such a way that water gets processed before being channelized into the pond. A watchtower shall be constructed at the center of the pond, giving the illusion of an island, and an archway made of mangroves will provide the people a feeling of closeness with nature. An eco-friendly park and its information center will not only create awareness among people, but also develop a passion for our culture and heritage. Almost 2,000 trees of valuable resources can be planted on both sides of the pathway, and even larger saplings of mangroves can be planted surrounding the pond. These species can withstand high toxicity, excess sedimentation of minerals, and so on. The water recycling capacity of the mangroves help in reducing the effluent content, thereby reviving the water ecological balance.
Basically, they categorize into two: few true mangroves and associated mangroves. So, like that, some can grow even in freshwater area also. Mangroves acts as a nursery ground for organisms, especially the fish and prawns. They will have litter of the mangroves, as well as the root system, giving protection from the other predating organisms.
Number of fishermen living at the intersection of Nawab Hakim Road use nets, they use poles, and they use small coracles and boats to fish in the tanks of Coimbatore, namely the Valankulam and the Periyakulam.
Only after the last tree has been cut down, only after the last river has been polluted, only after the last fish has been caught, only then you will realize that money can't be eaten. Who said development is not possible without exploiting our nature's asset? As the saying goes, if we all did the things we were capable of doing, we would literally astound ourselves. Therefore, let us hold hands and strive towards our dream of making Coimbatore a green Kovai.